What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today, BCH, USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it, all right? It is the second day of July, and we are flirting. We are flirting hard, real hard, man. Rock freaking hard. Flirt with this trend line. This significant trend line, this multi-cycle, lifelong, historical resistance point of a trend line. We are flirting with it real hard, man. And I think, we did this before. We actually did this before. Whenever you're looking at it on a daily time frame, because we go out to the monthly time frame, it's easiest to draw these lines from the monthly time frame. But if you zoom in, where the month starts is where that point is drawn. So if you actually put it here, it changes the trend line a little bit, doesn't it? It makes it, I would say, a little bit more accurate. And same thing here, if you put it here. So then we take that, we go all the way over. I love that little button. That is my favorite button that TradingView has. We're very close. I mean, hell, man. We are flirting with this line a lot, aggressively. And whenever you flirt, man, eventually you flirt enough, you'll get some penetration and some follow through. And I would expect that we do in a very short amount of time. What's cool about this is I'm not the only one who's expecting this. You're not the only one who's expecting this. Bitcoin Cash. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon, by the way. The Dragon Riders are not the only people expecting this. There are people who have been in crypto for a long time, speculators, traders, people who are, they're not in it for the narrative, they're in it for the money, and they see what this thing's got, right? They see that it's been in a multi-cycle trend. It's not in a downtrend. If you're looking at it objectively and not subjectively, you're not looking at it with hate like some of the Bitcoin maxis might look at it and just writing it off, oh, it's lower highs, so it's going to go down. But look at it, right? Rejection hard. Rejection hard. What are we doing here? We're flirting hard, man. And you know what happens? We're gonna bust right through, man. That's what's gonna happen. This time's different. Different behavior begets different results. Okay? We've seen two cryptos, XLM and XRP, which were both held down by multiple cycle consolidation phases, that have seen miraculous pumps once they broke out of their relative or their respective areas, right? XLM, I guess, is still in its respective area, and XRP is still at its all-time high area, right? Not doing anything, breaking out to new all-time highs. I'm not expecting that Bitcoin Cash breaks out to new all-time highs anytime soon, but wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be great? I mean, we don't know. The thing is, I feel like it's obvious that we're going to go to this high. I feel like it's obvious that BCH is going to go up here and probably even higher, right? We're going to see a $1,600 to $2,000 price, somewhere in that range. I feel like it's obvious. What if you've got so much pent-up aggression that you see something that does take you to your current all-time highs, if not new all-time highs? What if we're at $5,000 by the end of August, guys? Like this thing, and I know what ifs, whatever, but I'm just saying, a 10x for a coin like this, I don't think that's impossible. More than that, I don't think that's impossible. In a short amount of time, the most explosive move we've ever seen. What better time to do it than a historical breakout like this? What better time to do it than in a cycle where, on a weekly time frame, we've seen stronger readings in the RSI than we've ever seen before. We literally got the strongest readings up here and more consistent too. Much more consistent. We're probably going to see a very strong reading on this, right? What better time to do it? I'm just saying it could happen. Monthly time frame, pretty strong readings on the RSI as well. Last time we got overbought, we came down below the 50. Here we've been finding support above the 50 this whole time. Looking at this on a day, and that's a big deal. Before we move on with the TA, the standard stuff, other people outside the BCH community are looking at this, and this is the institutional cycle. This is the cycle where governments around the world are looking to create their own crypto stockpiles to compete with the stockpile. My goodness, I ate some peanuts, man. To compete with the stockpile of the United States. What better than the better Bitcoin, which is Bitcoin Cash? People are going to start to do their research, man. They're going to start to see, wait, why is this thing being productive, breaking out of a historical consolidation phase, and yet nobody's talking about it? Why are you saying, why do people like CryptoLark or Ivan on Tech or Crypto Banter or Sunny Decree, name any of your OGs that have been in the space, even people who are respected and who are up and coming, like Kevin Svensson, why don't they talk about Bitcoin Cash, right? It's because they've been ingrained with this BTC maximalism, and they might not call themselves Bitcoin maximalists, but for whenever it comes to Bitcoin Cash, they kind of show their Carl from the Moon, Da Vinci, Crypto. I don't know. Da Vinci's smart, man. Maybe he is invested in Bitcoin Cash. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him. I don't think he's a maximalist. But whatever. You know, maybe they are. I don't know them. But there's a reason why. The reason why people don't talk about Bitcoin Cash so much, these larger accounts don't talk about Bitcoin Cash so much, is because they're stuck in 2017 when the block wars were a thing. So they've written Bitcoin Cash off as it's some kind of like scam Bitcoin. But the people who are new in the markets, who've just gotten into this market last cycle or this cycle, they're not going to take that as an answer. If you're actually the type to do research and you have questions, hey, what about Bitcoin Cash? Oh, don't worry about that. That's Bitcoin Cash failed project. They're saying that's what they'll say. And then you're like, wait, but it's not failed. Look at what it's doing. Look at what it's about to do. What do you mean it's failed? So then they're going to look in and do their own research. If anybody does their own research, it is not hard to figure out what this thing is, right? It's not hard to find Hijacking Bitcoin by Roger Ver, a great book, right? It's really not, and not just by Roger Ver, right? I don't know. Let me hijacking. I don't want to skimp out on giving credit to anybody. I don't know if I'm spelling hijacking. I'm such a silly. Steve Patterson. That's right. Steve Patterson. Steve Patterson and Roger Ver. Right. Roger Ver is just like a very, very big figure in the crypto space. And so shout out to Steve Patterson also. But, you know, these guys made an excellent book. People might start to read it or look up like, what, hijacking Bitcoin? What the hell is this? The hidden history of Bitcoin. What's this? You guys, we got a whole generation of people who they don't care. They don't have a sour taste in their mouth from 2017. They don't care. They're in it to actually look at the data and actually figure out what the information is. And if that happens, it is an easy contest as to which Bitcoin is the better Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash all the way, absolutely. And that, again, that kind of momentum, who knows if, and I would not be surprised if we're not bullish enough. I really wouldn't be surprised if we're not bullish enough. I love all the comments of people saying that they wish they bought more Bitcoin Cash whenever it was below $400. I love it. Me too. But that's how it is. Same thing with Bitcoin. I wish I bought more Bitcoin below 10K, below 1K, below $100,000 now, right? It's the same thing. If Bitcoin could get to 105,000, Bitcoin Cash can. When people connect that dot that this is basically a time machine going back to buying BTC when it was worth $500, you get a second chance. Dude, what if the governments around the world implement this in their own crypto stockpiles? There's going to be, people think there's just going to be an arms race for BTC, but man, I think a coin like Bitcoin Cash, ooh man, it's going to do well. It's going to blow a lot of these OG coins out of the water. I really wouldn't be surprised. We're looking at this here, looking at BTC, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana. Tron has a good chance. Dogecoin, Cardano, Hyperliquid. Bitcoin Cash probably outperforms all of them. Maybe not. Man, that was a bad. I can't do that right on. I just did it like 3 times. But you can't see over here. Haha. Bitcoin, it's SWI. It's absolutely going to outperform SWI. Chainlink could do well this cycle too. But again, why is Bitcoin Cash surpassing SWI? When Hyperliquid surpassed SWI, it was a big deal. But Bitcoin Cash doesn't. Nobody touts a peep. I think I'm the only person that said that. Maybe some other Bitcoin Cash people. I'm sure there's other Bitcoin Cash YouTubers that have said that as well. But there's not a lot of attention on it. But Hyperliquid got all the attention in the world whenever that happened, right? It's doing its best work in the dark. It's going to be too late to buy, and that's how you know you got a good project, man. That's how you know. It doesn't need the hype to maintain. It doesn't need the hype to sustain. It's the fundamentals. It's gonna last. Let's get into TA, man. I'm talking so much. I get reminiscent with BCH, man. I really do. It's one of the first cryptos I bought. You know, and I actually had a really good experience with Bitcoin Cash in the early days. I got lucky with some trades. Like, I thought I was skilled back then, but knowing what I know now, I was lucky, absolutely, because I messed everything else up. Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash did me well. BTC did me bad, though. And BCH and Ethereum, they went up after BTC topped off. So, I mean, that just kind of makes sense. Anyways, lower lows here in the 1 hour, higher highs, lower highs, higher highs. Bearish divergence. We made a move down. Oversold. We're oversold, but we've got a higher low overall. Where are we at here with this relative low to high? Low If you guys hear that, that's just me dropping this cap. I'm sorry if that's annoying. I'll stop doing that. Golden ratio zone here for support. Yeah, we're probably going to move up. We're probably going to move up in a very short amount of time. If we move down a little bit, cool. Go to 496. Go to 493. Whatever. We're going to move up pretty damn soon. 4-hour time frame. Overbought. Rejection. But, man, it's like you should have gone lower, but you're just not doing it. Kind of a downtrend. I don't know. I like it. I actually, look at that. Lower lows, right? Lower lows in the RSI here. Higher lows in the price. Bullish. We love it, man. Good stuff. Daily time frame. Super bullish. The more we zoom out, the more bullish it is. This is actually a very ideal looking daily RSI. We're consolidating. We're on the brink of the break. We're consolidating. We're taking our sweet time, getting our flirt on with this area, and whenever the time is right, we're going to follow through, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. There was something I wanted to do. Oh, it was for another video. You know what? Let's do it for Bitcoin Cash. I actually forgot to do this for Onyx Coin, but let's do it for Bitcoin Cash. Heikinashi here. Heikinashi, dude, beautiful. Beautiful look. Yeah, good stuff. 3-day time frame, good. Daily, could be flipping red today. We don't want that. Let's go green. It doesn't really matter. I think we're still going to move up, but if we flip red, maybe we'll consolidate for the rest of this week, and then going into next week, we'll move up, which is fine. Whatever. We've waited long enough to break out of this line. What's one more week going to hurt? What about the monthly time frame? Bullish as hell. Neutral, I should say. Neutral. In all fairness, it's been neutral since April, but being green like this makes me pretty excited to see what happens next. I got nothing else for you guys, man. Oh, we just got a monthly close. Hold on. One more. I do have one more thing. Let's see. We haven't checked on this in a while. Okay, Ribbon. Show me your secrets. Tell us the details. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. You guys. Enough said. Yeah? Lifelong consolidation phase. We're about to break out of it. Lifelong, we have not seen this yellow line, the ribbon, in a bullish posturing. We have flipped bullish and maintained it and had growth over the past 3 months now. Oh ho, the places we will go. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, all right? Take care. One last shout out to the Dragon Riders. We ride soon, man. We're going to ride real well. It's overdue. It's really overdue. Take care. Bye-bye.